Hey, what is going on, ladies and the gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Quarbit Universalis 4. Welcome back to episode 4 of our Oirat run into the Mongol Empire. So, today we'll be fighting Ming, of course, because we want that spicy mandate of heaven. However, we can't quite just take it yet. I sort of went through a theory crafting process, and I'm like, what's the good parts of taking mandate? What are the bad parts of taking the mandate? Because we're given this opportunity to go to war with Ming. So, I mean, are we going to take it now? Or are we going to wait until we have all the Korchin land, until we fill out pretty much every other criteria, so that we can instantly form Yuan once we have the mandate, and do all those things, because we'll get claims on all of China, of course. So, the thing is, if we take the mandate now, we won't be able to take very many provinces, because the mandate's worth 50. 50 part, like, it's half of your peace deal, okay? And another thing about the mandate is that if you don't own certain buildings, or not buildings, certain cities, see here, Emperor does not own and control Beijing, minus 0.05. That's also a thing for, I believe, Canton and Nanjing, I think, are two of the other ones. So this one here and this one here, I think it has something to do with palaces. I think they're like past palaces in Chinese history, so they have significant influence. So of course we have Nanjing, which might have a palace. Probably explains why there are forts here too. See, level 2 castle, kind of like a palace thing. I'm just going to assume that's it. I don't know anything. I know some things, not very much about Chinese history. So that's what I'm going to assume is kind of important. Now, another thing will happen is that there will be a disaster. That will happen. We don't get to see it, of course. But there will be a disaster that happens if you don't have 2 accepted Chinese culture groups in your thing. See, when you're playing as, say, I don't know, as Manchu, it's not a problem. It's not a problem because, obviously, Manchu turns into a Chinese subculture group once you form Manchu. Or Qing, sorry, one of the two. Eventually it does do that. So you don't have any issues. But the thing is, we don't actually have all that much of, in terms of that, ability to do that. So when we do this war, in fact, I should probably unpause and start getting ready. So I do have a couple things I want to do. Pretty much bring us up to that. And then we're going to wait until a certain time to take the next tech to secure our victory over the Ming. I might also want to raise these so that they start getting garrisons in them. And we still don't have a very good advisor that we need right now, but that's okay. Yeah, also, right, yeah, so someone said we kind of need to take a different idea group. Quantity was just a placeholder, obviously. The best suggestion, or the one I personally agree with the most, is probably economic, because, let's be honest, we're not going to have very much land that's high dev, because we're going to be raising so much of it. So if we have a lot of low dev land, we need to take as much as we can out of it in terms of production, taxation. Trade's a different thing. Trade's a very different thing. But in terms of the stuff around here, the taxation and the production, kind of important stuff. So yeah, we're going to see how this whole thing goes. Economic is probably a decent idea. Give me a nice shot at what we need. I'm also, of course, going to very quickly go into debt, but we kind of need to win against Ming, so yeah, we'll see. Right, I also want this. This might not work against them. And we'll move into Ordos, or over here. Just into Ordos, probably. Taking a loan. Peacetime loan's my favorite. But what we do want to do is just wait till December. Or until January, sorry, to begin. There we go. The cost is 0. We'll take this. We will turn on the epic music, of course, because this wouldn't be a Quarbit Let's Play TM trademark right there if it weren't for the epic music in every single fight we have. That's gonna be a staple. I swear absolutely nothing on it. Anyways, so Mongolia still doesn't like us. We're gonna see how that changes once we, of course, go to this. Obviously, taking Mandate of Heaven is still the best thing, because it's 50% aggressive expansion and cost for all provinces. Very nice to have. So we'll take that. We'll, of course, immediately go for the capital. Yeah, we'll immediately go for the capital. Oh. So I guess they just got a new emperor. I thought that happened I thought that happened a while ago. Didn't it say, like, we no longer have our leverage because the I don't know. Something happened. I also want you on siege. Still don't have any good guys here. I mean, they would be good, but of course we can't afford advisors. That's another thing. Meritocracy goes down based on your advisors. So if we can't afford good advisors, then what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Nothing. We can't afford good advisors. Meritocracy is gonna drop like flies. Like, we can't do anything right now. We're gonna have to be stronger before we can claim the mandate of heaven. Of course we are. I might also want to do this. Depending. What is that? Let's see, 30... that's about their entire army right there, isn't it? So we can probably afford to split off. And do some... that's not what I wanted to do, but okay. Do some sieging like this. Because of course this is completely the safest way to siege. Haven't your parents taught you exactly how to siege things? You leave the one stacks vulnerable, open to getting slaughtered, and you just pretend they're not there while they siege down everything around them. Clearly the best strategy in all of EU4. No one can refute that. Anyways, I kind of also want to keep this area a priority. They're at war with Ashikaga. I kind of want this stuff. And if they take it, then I can't have this stuff. And I want that stuff. So I'm going to move those units over there. I'm also going to check culture, because the more Chinese culture I can get, the better. Pretty much. Ew, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. If I can instead put these guys here, maybe. That is a lot of Chinese. Okay, we're gonna bring everyone back a little bit, actually. Just bring things back a tad. We won the siege of Yangzhou. Beautiful. We're gonna bring those guys over there. Group everyone up, so that we can kill the little stacks that are running around. They are trying to siege Beijing, which is annoying, but I don't think they'll be able to. So we have the ticking war score, which is the capital. You got a... You broke the walls and you ran away. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you, Mongolia. I would have expected more from you, but anyways. This is a fine fight, right? Oh, yeah, apparently it's so fine they're willing to ditch their friends because of it. Oh, I mean, look at those numbers. Ooh. Oh, that is brutal. That is a 10-to-1 kill ratio. Whew. You hate to see it, but actually I love to see it, so that's a lie. Anyways, 9k is sitting on there. That was a bad idea. Didn't notice that. I thought it was just like the 10k I was going to run after. It was not just the 10k, I can assure you. We'll move him back to Yangzhou. Not a problem, just a minor setback and slightly wasted manpower. Maybe slightly more than a little bit, but, you know, wasted manpower. Oh, do we get horde unity from sacking things? Just from being at war, do we get horde unity? Oh, it appears so. I think just from looting I get horde unity, which is spicy. I didn't know that. So there we go. 2 of the most important cities we've just captured. I will now proceed to try and get rid of the remaining stacks from Ming. Oh, that's very nice of Ayutthaya. We got a gift from them. That's wonderful. 50 ducats? That's actually a lot more useful than they think it is. I don't care if they were a naive enthusiast. I will generously accept those gifts. Or accept those generous gifts. You know, English is a hard language, but... Anyways, so... they're not going to be able to actually hire any mercenaries. And their manpower is very little. Meaning, I'm assuming... Yeah, Ming can't actually form any more stacks after we crush them. Like once Ming is gone, they are gone. Like they can't do anything. They can't hire mercs. They're out of manpower. And I don't think the AI slackens recruiting things ever. So, yeah. Also, if that is the case, which I think it is, and that is 13,000 troops kind of ish in total, which are sitting over here, pretty much. Meaning we're gonna go here. Not that. Move this guy to chase after them, and send these guys to go on a siege mission over there. China will be ours. Oh, the unguarded nomadic frontier disaster. I don't think I've actually seen that form, or happen. I wonder what it does. Is it... It's not the same thing as taking the Emperor, right? We don't get an occupation. Right? I don't think so. Because that would be broken if you could just do it over and over and over again. Yeah, that seems a little bit too powerful, even for paradox-style events. We're gonna get a -2, are we? 2 and 4. Yeah, we are still gonna be the attacker. I wonder if I can just keep Ming kind of occupied. Just, you know what? Just go back and forth, see what they're gonna do. Professionalism. Don't care that much. Where is that, actually? Uliasti? Uliastai. Right here, actually. That's rather convenient. That would be 8 unrest, and I'm not in the mood for that, actually. So we're just gonna play with Ming a bit while we siege things back down. Not that it matters, whether we do or not, but I'm actually not entirely sure I could win a battle like this, but since they are running away... Oh, never mind, right. The shock damage and fire. 50% more received? Forgot about that. Yeah, that's kind of a big factor. Anyways, we took all of this, which is kind of what I wanted, because, I mean, let's be honest, it'll look nice, that's kind of it. So I want this stuff, I want this stuff. That's a lot of overextension. Can I go even further beyond? Can I just take all of China? I'm joking, of course. I would never take this much. Or would I? No, I'm joking. I wouldn't. Because obviously that's just way too much. We don't have the manpower to deal with that overextension. Unless I, of course, gave it to Mongolia. But that's a different story, because they're already going to take long enough as it is to do it. No, we actually got a good advisor. Well, I don't care what kind of debt I'm looking at. I'll just take him. Because instead of taking all this land from China... maybe I'll take a full state. This is a full state. Maybe I'll take that. This is also a full state, and this will complete my state. Is this a full new state? Yes, it is. Okay, great. This is a completely different state, so nothing over here. And if I take all their money and war reps, and... I don't want to do anything too bad to them. Get rid of your cores on my country. Cool, that'll work for me. So at 100% we'll take this. Lots of money. It'll be lots of... Actually, it'll be a lot of money. We get 3 full states and we complete a state. We get good amount of prestige. We get to burn it all down to the ground for monarch points and money. This is solid. You know what? Yeah, we're just gonna sack China right now. Just take the land and sack it. Because we don't really want the mandate right now. Not quite right now. We can't really afford to take it. Anyways. So, can the Emperor that does not keep the hordes in control truly possess the mandate of heaven? Only time will tell. Oh, so they get even worse penalties, is what I'm hearing. Stability is now at 0. I guess they had +2. I don't know why, but I guess they did. Good for them, but nah, it's a big rip now. Also, let me put on some good music. What am I listening to right now? Peaceful music while invading China? That's not it. That doesn't sound right to me. Of course not. That's ludicrous. Awful idea. I might also take that. Oh, we have Siberian separatists. Didn't expect that. Where are they and why? Speaking of separatism, excuse me. Did you just let your rebels into my country? My favorites. My favorite. I love it when that happens. If you can just tell how much, just absolutely makes me go ecstatic when people can't control their own rebels. I mean, I say that, and yet I think I did that to one of them earlier. So, you know, as long as I'm allowed to do it, then you know what? Sure, welcome your rebels into my country. I'll kill them for you if they're actually not that bad, which is 3,000. But anyways, so Ming officially has 7,000 men. I don't actually know where they got those from, because they can't have mercenaries anymore. So I guess they just, like, I don't know, begged some farmers to be like, please, guys, we need, like, a couple of men out on the front. I don't care if you've never held a spear in your life, just take it, and we'll see where things go. So, anyway. I do need this royal marriage to keep this, this subject thing going alive. Oh yeah, my Diplo rep is gonna be bad, isn't it, after this war? Yikes. That's gonna be a slower integration. Does expect it to be done in 10 years, which is still a while. No, not this guy. That sucks. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Maybe I should start moving some guys out of the way if that's gonna happen. Maybe. That would be a lot of effort. Actually, I can afford to spend that effort, actually. We'll see where things go here. Loan offer, very generous, but no, I don't think I need one of those right now. I do, however, need to continue sacking China. So, hopefully this will be... Oh, obviously it's going to be a stack wipe. Oh, I lost another one, but this time to separatists. It's a really dangerous game trying to siege down China, isn't it? Because it's usually not even your fault. Like, you're just trying to implement regular things, and then rebels spawn out of nowhere, and it's like, ah, please. Okay, so do we need money? Probably. Probably more than manpower? Yes, we kind of do, to be honest. I don't know if they'll give it to me. I'm just sort of asking, very kindly. One of the better events you can get is to very kindly, you know, just sort of ask for a favor. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. Either way, not really an issue. Money, of course, will, oh, there we go, 25 ducats. That is appreciated, my man. Thank you very much, Mongolia. 14,000, or not 14, 14 regular, not 14,000. 14 points until we can take what we want. So let me just move some things around here. We can move you here. Oh, that's not good. Let me move you here. Remember, kids, remember your lesson. Always leave an extra 1k on, just in case this happens. So, you know, like my usual lessons, the thing to take away from it is just don't be me and you'll do fine. But, you know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you forget, so... Anyways, is this enough? Not quite. In fact, nothing changed. So, we'll see what happens once we take this siege, like that. No, okay. This siege will be a definite. We might only even have to, like, wait a month. And it'll be fine. Oh my god, not the separatists again. These guys are gone. I think I've lost more men to separatists than to Ming, which is sad. It's sad to think about, but anyways. I think this is all we can do right now. I think this is it, right? Right? This is pretty much what we had in the first scenario, but we can get 100%. Let's also do a time check, because I'm sure this has been a long episode. 19 minutes? Really? Okay, not bad. I guess we'll just do what we're doing then. Yeah, we'll go for this. We'll take the Manchuria part, which will give us an extra state. Complete this state. We'll take this, which is a full state. Why would I take this, actually? There's nothing remarkable about Shanxi, although I do already have a part of that as a state. Your development is not very good. Well, actually, 15 plus 14, so we're looking at, what, 33? And then over here, would it just tell me? No, it doesn't tell me what development it has, because of course it doesn't. Anyways, 8, so that's 16, plus another 6 would be 22, right? Yes, 22, 8, that's 30, this is 33. I guess Shanxi is better. Oh, but what about these areas? 15. Okay, yeah, so it's this area. 15, 6, 6. So we're looking at 5, 6, 6. That's 17 plus 15, which is 32, plus 4, which is 36. Okay, so this is actually the better area. I might as well do this, right? It's functionally the same thing. It just gives me slightly more stuff, I think. Right? I think this works, right? Yeah, probably. We can't take any more money, so we're good. We can take 2,600 ducats, war reps, we can take a lot of land. I think this is solid. I think this is a good time. Alright, here we go. Boom, that's the war with Ming there. All nice and done. Overextension is of course rather high, but I will do it properly this time and raise everything to the ground. Until of course it causes me to run out of space for things. Now why can't I raise this? Oh, is it a core? I guess I had that as a core, okay. Raise this, pretty much just burn everything to the ground, just to make it cheaper. Core. I also, of course, don't want to go over my limit here. Yeah, okay, so now we can core things much cheaper. We also have tons of points, which is great. We can spend it on things, even though it would normally, like, this wouldn't be a very good cost. We did just get so much out of raising. There really isn't an issue to doing that. And we're already ahead of time in tech for military. So I don't know what to do with this, actually. Maybe hire some generals to push up our professionalism. That's an idea that I've toyed with in the past. That's rather effective, actually, so I might use it. Also pay off all our loans. We can take our armies and we can move them into here. Mongolia now respects the fact that we are exceedingly large, because we took more provinces, which is good. Tribal feud against a couple more nations, of course. Okay, yeah, so Korchin is unfortunately at war with Heiji already. So whoever wins this, I'm going to have to kill. It looks like Korchin is going to win. How much am I getting from production, per se? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I think temporary production loss is not going to kill us in the long run. I think we'll be okay. Now, we're going to have unrest issues, of course. I mean, just look at this. This is just awful. Do I want to hit this button? I think I will hit this button. I also want to find out where these Siberian separatists are. Over there. Okay, apparently I can suppress from all the way over here, which is weird, but you know what? I'll do it, sure. If it works, as I always say. Right, so we now have, oh, right, Ming's actually, I forgot, our rival, so the things we did here today have shown the world how powerful the Oirat horde can be. I think we've actually done more conquering than any other part of the world currently, but that's neither here nor there. We'll keep these forts up for now, because devastation is never a fun thing to have. Right, and it looks like Ming's going to explode, but they're gonna keep... They're probably gonna keep the Mandate of Heaven for a little while longer, at least. Yeah, a little while longer. Of course, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? Did my advisor die? No, it's just my Diplo rep is garbage, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Overextension and all that. Local autonomy in... I mean, I don't care what it is, I just want to know where it is. In fact, if this is gonna get autonomy... then that event will do nothing, because I'll just have raised it anyway. That makes no sense, by the way. It's basically just like... I don't know, cutting off your nose to spite your face. But, well, whatever. It gets less unrest. There's absolutely no point to what I just did there. If you're wondering, yeah. Literally no purpose, but... Shush, I don't want to hear it from you guys. So, we kind of do want to keep the army up for a while, so long as these cores are still coring, of course. Huh, it's kind of some good alliteration. Anyways, random English nonsense aside, we do need to, well, we don't need to, per se, but I would like to get claims along here, in case we somehow find ourselves in an opportunity to fight Ming before we fight Korchin, which probably won't happen, but if it does, then there it is. I'm also going to wait for this whole conflict to sort of finish itself. This is ugly and I don't want any part of it for now, so we're going to wait to see who wins this, which it doesn't look like it will be Heishi. No, it won't be. Meaning I'll just fight Korchin whenever it happens. Does this need to be up still? No, it doesn't. Great, we'll get rid of this. Boop. Then over here, we'll get rid of this too. I'm assuming by now all the devastation that the forts could affect is gone, so I'm going to be dropping this. Except for this one. Apparently it's not done here, which is fine. Also very expensive, and also let's do another time check. I feel like we're kind of done here again. We're looking at 26 minutes, and that is a slight movement on the screen you don't want to see. Okay, cool. Right, so now it's 26 minutes. Unfortunately, that means we're kind of out of time for today. Bit shorter than usual, I know, but not much else to do for today's episode, so we'll have to call it quits for now. Anyways, hopefully you did enjoy. This is Quarbit signing off, hoping you have a fantastic day.